everyone, my name is Nikita and I am from the Bodhi Academy. In the last video, we had started with the chapter Human Eye and the Colorful World from 10th Standard Science textbook, chapter number 11. And today we are going to continue the chapter and to the second part of the chapter, which includes the defects of the vision. Okay? In the last video we had studied the different parts of the eye, okay, and where is the eye image formed. Today we are going to see the different defects of the vision, because of which we have to take the help of the artificial lenses. Okay. When we talk about the defects of the vision, there are three defects of vision. One is myopia, the next one is hypermetropia, and the third one is presbyopia. Okay, so now we will first see what is myopia. Now myopia is exactly different from hypermetropia, so we can actually study it by differentiating it. Okay, so first we will see what is myopia. Okay. Now in the last class we had studied that the image is formed in the eye on the screen called as retina. Okay, and when the image is formed on the retina, we can then perceive it as the objects are. So the image formation on the retina is very important. And then we had also studied that the near point of the eye is 25 centimeter and the far point of the eye is infinity. Okay, so if we get the objects before 25 centimeter, or if we take the objects beyond infinity, we won't be able to see the objects. So now the near point and the far point of our eye should be intact. Okay, it should not change. If that is changed, then the person suffers from a particular eye defect. Okay, and also for myopia and hypermetropia as well as presbyopia, the causes are different. Okay, the eye defect causes are different. So now let's first see what is myopia. Okay, so now this is a ray diagram wherein this is the far point. Okay, this is the far point of a myopic eye, and from the far point the light rays enter, and here the refraction happens. This is the normal lens of the eye and the image is formed on the retina. Okay, when this is the far point of the myopic eye. Okay, now we need to know that myopia is also known as nearsightedness. Okay, so myopia is known as nearsightedness. Okay, in nearsightedness, the person with a myopic eye can see nearby objects but is not able to see far away objects. Okay, so a person with a myopic eye, it is also called as nearsightedness, wherein the person can see nearby objects clearly but cannot see the far away objects properly. Okay, this is because the far point, okay, the far point of the eye is nearer than infinity. Okay, it is nearer than infinity. So whatever is beyond this far point, the person is not able to view it properly. Okay, so we can see that the far point is this red color dot, that is O. Okay, now but the objects beyond this O, that is O dash. Okay, this is the far point of a normal eye. Okay, so objects, the light will travel from the objects which are at the infinity, the near point of the normal eye. When the light travels from that part, the objects, when the light travels from that part, the image is not formed on the retina, but we can see that image is formed in front of the retina. Okay, image is formed in front of the retina. So the major thing happening over here is the far point of the eye is receded away. Okay, so the far point of the eye is the far point of the eye is in front than infinity, is nearer than infinity. So the second thing which we need to know is the far point of the myopic eye is nearer than infinity. Okay, now next is the image location. Now where is the image formed? The image is formed in front of the retina. That's why we cannot see it. We cannot see the faraway objects because the image is not forming on the retina. It is forming in front of the retina. Okay, so the image location is okay. Now what are the causes of this defect? Okay, there are two causes of this defect. One is excessive curvature of the eye lens. Okay, excessive curvature of the eye lens, and the second one is elongation of the eyeball. Okay, so when there is excessive curvature of the eye lens, means the center of curvature, the radius of curvature which we have seen, when it is excessive, it is more curved. Okay, that time this defect can cause. And secondly, it will be elongation of the eyeball. Elongation of the eyeball. Okay, these are the two causes because of which the defect is caused. Okay, now the next thing which we need to see is what is the corrective lens which we need to use, which will correct this defect. Okay, so the lens which is used is a concave lens. Okay, so whenever we have myopia and we cannot see the far away objects, the lens which is prescribed by the optician is the concave lens of a suitable power. Okay, so what will the concave lens do? The concave lens is in front of a normal lens, right? The spectacles that will get the image back on the retina. Okay, that will get the image back on the retina. So the corrective lens used over here is the concave lens. Okay, so this was the first defect, that is myopia, which is also known as nearsightedness. The far point is nearer than infinity. Image is formed in front of the retina. The causes are excessive curvature of the eye lens and elongation of the eyeball. Okay, and the corrective lens used over here is concave lens, which will bring the image back on the retina. Okay. Now the second defect which we need to study is the hypermetropia. Okay, I had mentioned that these two defects are exactly opposite of each other. So if myopia is nearsightedness, hypermetropia will be farsightedness. Okay, so hypermetropia is farsightedness, wherein the person can see the nearby objects, but the person can see the far away objects but cannot see the nearby objects. Okay, far sightedness means the person can see far away objects but cannot see the nearby objects. Okay, so let's see the diagram. Okay, so this is the hypermetropic eye. Okay, we can see that this is the hypermetropic eye and this is the near point of the eye. Okay, the near point of the normal eye. We know that the near point of a normal eye is 25 centimeter. If we bring things before that point, okay, then we won't be able to see it properly. Okay, so near point of the eye is 25 centimeter. Now this is not 25 centimeter, this is nearer than 25, this is less than 25 centimeter. Okay, less than 25 centimeter, and it forms up to that point. Okay, for the hypermetropic eye, the image will be formed on the retina, the image will be formed over here. But if you take the object at 25 centimeter, okay, so this is now this is 25 centimeter. Okay, and if you take the object at 25 centimeter, the person won't be able to see the object clearly, because at 25 centimeter, when the light travels and there is refraction, the image is formed behind the retina. We can see that the image is not forming on the retina, but it is forming behind the retina, because the near point is nearer than 25 centimeter. Near point has become less than 25 centimeter. Okay, nearer point is it has got in front than 25 centimeter. So that's the reason the light coming from it, from the point which is at 25 centimeter, the image forms behind the retina. Okay, so the person won't be able to see the nearby objects properly. Okay, so now the near point of this eye is less than 25 centimeter. Okay, and where is the image formed? Image is formed behind the retina. Okay, now even this has some causes. The causes are the focal length of the lens is become too long. Okay, and second cause is that the eyeball is become too small. Okay, so this causes are also like opposite of the myopia. Okay, myopia causes. So this is that the focal length is too long, and second cause is that the eyeball is become too small. Okay, so when this happens in the person's eye, okay, the structure of the eye, then the person is said to suffer from hypermetropia vision defect. Okay, now let's see what is the corrective lens used. Okay, so the corrective lens prescribed by the optician for in this case is the convex lens of suitable power. So what will the convex lens do? Convex lens will get the image back on the retina. Okay, so the corrective lens used over here is the convex lens. Okay, so now we know that hypermetropia is known as farsightedness, and the near point of the eye is less than 25 centimeter. The image location is behind the retina. Okay, the focal length is, the causes are that the focal length is too long and the eyeball is too small. Okay, and the corrective lens used over here is the convex lens. Now the third defect that is in the which a person can suffer is presbyopia. Okay, this defect is mostly caused in the people of elder ages. They are not able to see the faraway objects properly. Okay, this the main reason for this is the weakening of the ciliary muscles and diminishing flexibility of the eye lens. We have seen that ciliary muscles are there in the eye for the support of eye lens. So when the ciliary muscles weaken and the flexibility, okay, eye lens is flexible, but if it is not flexible, it won't be able to adjust the focal length. Okay, so that will be, it will be difficult for them to view the faraway objects. Okay, so presbyopia is caused in older people when the ciliary muscles, okay, they weaken, and because of the diminution in flexibility of the eyelids. Okay, now people can sometimes suffer from both the myopia and the hypermetropia. At that time the person is prescribed bifocal lenses, okay, wherein the top part of the lens is a concave lens which will help for myopia, and the bottom portion is the convex lens which will help for hypermetropia. Okay, so these are the three defects: myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia. The major important question over here is differentiate between myopia and hypermetropia. We need to know the causes very importantly of the both myopia and hypermetropia, as well presbyopia, the causes, and also the corrective lenses, and also these diagrams are important which will help in studying the it will help in actually it will help in studying the defects properly, and also it will be coming in the questions. Okay, so in the next part we will be talking about the colorful world. Okay, why is the world colorful, why we can see different colors in the atmosphere. Okay, so thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel.